My lovely Capricornians, welcome to your reading for February 2023. This is a general reading for you, Capricorn. It's a reading for Capricorn Sun, Rising and Moon sign. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book that reading from there. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, giving me a thumbs up, commenting on my channel. I truly appreciate your support. Thank you for that. My lovely Capricornians, let me see what's coming through for you as a channeled message for the month of February. I'm feeling like I want to have a voice. I'm feeling like February is going to be a month where you need to give yourself a voice. There's others that need to hear what you have to say. There's others that also need clarity around you. And so it's about really finding the words and speaking out. I'm feeling that you need to pick up that sword. You need to really move forward. You need to put words to actions and have clarity for yourself and clarity for others. And so I'm feeling like there's a real time for vocalizing. It's a real time for speaking up about your truth and what you're wanting and where you're wanting to go and what you're wanting to do with great determination, not shying away from it, not hiding from it, but rather speaking out, giving that direction. There's also a severing of ties or past. There's a severing of what's going on around you, the past. I feel like I don't want that, I don't want that, let's get rid of that. There's a severing of the old around you, whatever that is for you. It could be work, it could be personal life, situations, relationships, whatever it is for you. My lovely Capricornians, let's use the Divine Animal Oracle deck. Let's see what your totem animal is for the month of February. I feel like I'm wanting fierceness. I'm wanting determination. I'm wanting direction. What have you got? The bison. Oh, that's a big animal, isn't it? The bison. Let's have a look. Let me get my glasses and let's read what the bison energy brings for you, this spirit animal energy that's coming in for you. It's an ancient wisdom, an ancient energy, ritual. It's about tradition, it's about ritual, it's about the past, it's about how you're going to be moving forward. The bison is a really strong animal, moving forward with determination. Let's read what the bison spirit animal energy brings for you. The bison. I love that. There's just swirling around you, swirling movement. Live with authenticity and peace. Do not live how other people wish you to live. Your life is yours. Bringing the peace of ritual into our lives can heal us. Nourish yourself and develop habits that are beneficial and useful for you and your family. So this is what I sort of got with your channeled message as well. You know, it's let's have a look at the bison magic. I always like to look at the bison magic. The magic of the bison is an ancient one that asks us to put aside the everyday and connect with the natural world and that of the spirits. Having everyday rituals is an important touchstone for mental and spiritual health. Keeping to good and positive ritual and habits for ourselves is something with which the bison can help us. And that can be the ritual of writing in a journal, the ritual of writing out your thoughts, the ritual of phoning someone that you love every day, the ritual of connecting with family, having family meals. You know, in family can be, it doesn't have to be blood relatives, it can be friendships. What is family to you? How do you define it? I'm going to create the Celtic cross for you, and let's see what's coming about for you for the Celtic in the Celtic cross. It's so important that you give yourself a voice this month, my lovely Capricornians, not just for you, but for others around you. I'm feeling like there's a need of direction, there's a need of clarity, there's a need of still being your authentic self, still doing what you feel like you need to do for yourself, not allowing others to sway you and pull you in the direction that they're wanting to go in. This is a time for you to really lay out your plans, your destiny, your reality. I'm feeling like you have a clean slate in February. Time to start to rewrite your story. Absolutely important. It's, you know, in the recent past, you've got the star energy. This is for the recent past. The star energy, this is about wishing upon a star. This is about removing yourself from a situation and looking at it from a distance, looking at it for how it really is, looking at it for what it represents. And it's going to create a change of perspective for you. There's going to be a shift in your perspective in standing back from something and looking at it from a distance. And that may be looking at your past, looking at a situation in your past, looking at something that you've gone through in your past, where you are carrying the burden of it. It's now, February is now the time to look back and reflect. Look at it in a different perspective. It's almost like, let's put it in its place. Where is its place? So that allows you then to wish upon a star to then move on and create your future, create your reality, create what it is you're wanting to create in your reality. I like that. How are you feeling? What's around you? You've got the 6 of fire. Movement. There's movement around you. You're moving from one situation, one way of being, one way of thinking, one way of living, and you're moving to a new way of being. And that could be to do with work, to do with a personal relationship, to do with family, to do with where you're living, physical environment. There's a shift that's occurring in February. And I feel like it's right from the get-go, right from the very beginning of February. There's some sort of movement, some sort of transition. For some of you, it's a physical move. For some of you, it's a spiritual move, or it's a mental move, a transition. It could be to do with your work environment for some of you as well. So what aspect, what area of your life is that happening in? But I do feel like you're being taken from one way of being to, and there's a movement. You're being guided. I feel like this is I want to say that I feel like you're at the mercy of the winds. You're at the mercy of the winds. And so once you make the decision, I want some change, you get up there in your hot air balloon, the wind will take you. That is destiny. That is fate. That is the universe. That is knowing what it is you're needing and moving you towards that. So there's a lot here to do with synchronicities, with guidance. Pay attention to the synchronicities. Pay attention to the guidance as well. It's crossed with the messenger of water. That's another interesting one. You see, there is a transition. The messenger of water brings you a new emotional outlook, a new emotional way of being. There's a change, there's a shift, there's a transition in how you're feeling. Are you moving into a new relationship? Are you moving into a new relationship with yourself, with others, with people in your life? There's some sort of move. Are you moving away from certain situations or people and embracing new situations? The messenger of water brings you that new emotional way of being. There's a new start, a new beginning, which fits so beautifully with the 6 of air, doesn't it? Where there is that transition, where there is that movement. What's going on from the distant past here? You've got a call. You've got the call. This is something that you've known you've needed to do, something that intuitively you knew, okay, the time is now, the time is right, the time is now to move forward, the time now to be balanced, to connect, to listen to the synchronicities. The changes that you're bringing about are changes that are coming, there's a stirring from within. It's now time to move forward. It's a calling that you have. It's also, for some of you, a calling to move into some new area of your life, a new way of doing things, a new way of working. Is there a new project that you want to start? Is there a new life that you want to start? What is it for you where you heed the call? It's not about staying in the same situation or the same old, same old. This is a call to arms. It's a call to bring changes into your environment, bring changes around you, stand up and be counted, bring your skills and your knowledge and your abilities to the fore, bring your strength to the fore. What do you want to, what I want to say, what they're saying to me, and I'll give you what I get. You're painting a new future. You're painting a new future. You know, when you're painting, when you're creating a scene, you're creating that. It's coming from deep within you. This is your heart's desire. This is where you're at. You're at this point of painting this new scene, this new environment, this new life, this new way of being, this new you. There's some sort of changes coming in with you as well. It's an awakening for you, my lovely Capricornians. This sounds intense, doesn't it? There's an awakening here for you, my lovely Capricornians. You've also got the Nine of Fire. The Nine of Fire is about looking back at everything you've experienced. The past plays a significant role in our future. And this is in the position of the near future. What's next? What's next? The past plays a part in how we move forward. It forges ourselves. It makes us who we are. It's important not to carry the burden of the past, not to carry that intensity of emotion with you into your future, but rather look at, what have I experienced in the past? How have I come out of it? Who am I? What strengths do I have? What have I learned about myself? How do I want to move forward? What is my purpose? What is my joy? Where is my energy going to be channeled? We are shaped by our past. We're all shaped by our past. The important thing is not to carry the burdens of the past with us. You can release those. You can release those challenges and those lessons. Simply take who you are and your strength into the future, and that's where you're at. It's that processing. As you move through February, my lovely Capricornians, there's also self-reflection. This is the Hermit. This is like retreating into yourself. So there's going to be a time in February where you just want to retreat into yourself. It could be, locking yourself in your room, going for walks, meditating, open spaces. There's, retreating into your cave. There's an element of retreating into your cave to process. It doesn't surprise me that it's number 9, because it's a completion of a time here. And so you need to reflect how you're going to open that doorway. Open that door. How are you going to move forward? Who are you? What are you wanting? What are your inner desires? What does your inner self tell you? What are your dreams telling you? What are you getting from your meditations? It's about going for walks, going for drives, being near water, whatever it is for you, just retreating into your cave, a little bit of seclusion, so that you can shine that light within, so that you can work out where you're going and what you're doing and where you're headed. That's going to be very important as well for you. Middle of February, it's going to be quite a significant time for you. It's like, I want to say, you're going to come to a point where you think, well, those shoes that I was wearing don't fit me anymore. And the shoes that I was going to wear moving forward, I don't want them anymore. I want something different. I want something else. What is that else for you? What shoes are you going to wear moving forward? Are they going to be comfortable, or are you going to squeeze yourself into other people's expectations, wear somebody else's shoes that don't fit properly? You can only go so far in those. That's the metaphor. That's what they're showing me here. So it's an interesting thing in comparison, isn't it? You know, wearing your own shoes that are made for you, that fit you, you can walk a great distance in your own shoes, in your own self. You try and wear somebody else's shoes and they just don't fit well. It can only take you so far. You're not going to go very far in those because they're uncomfortable. You're not feeling comfortable. You're not achieving what you want to achieve. So it really is about being your authentic self, which is the hyena energy. Call that in. You've also got the Ace of Water. There is a new emotional start here for you, a new emotional beginning coming up here for you once you've processed what you're wanting. The Ace of Water is a new start, a new emotional beginning. If you're seeking a new relationship, this is the time to do it. Week 3 of February, I want to say to you, calling in new emotions and emotionally opening up. This can also be self-love. Feeling self-love and secure within yourself to make the choices you're needing to make. Making choices that when you have self-love, you're going to make choices that are going to suit you. You're not making choices to please others, to gain acceptance from others, but rather accepting yourself and standing firm in your own shoes. There's a great opportunity here to really redesign your reality, redesign your thinking processes, redesign who you are, because what that's going to bring for you is this sun energy. Tremendous potential for expansion, for growth. You know, when the sun's out, plants are happy. Plants grow in spring and summer. They're not dormant. There's no corner that is dark in your life. Everything is lit up. Everything is clear. Everything is transparent. You know where you're going. There's tremendous opportunity. Any new plans you want to lay, it's going to be a great time to do it. Lay new plans, lay new direction, and giving yourself voice, not being afraid to speak your mind, speak your desires, speak what it is you're wanting. Giving yourself a voice. Tremendous positivity. You're going to be feeling really positive and you're going to have tremendous positivity around you as long as you are your authentic self. It's interesting because you've got, you know, as we get to the end of February, you're getting the aces and the sun. So the first part of February, I feel like it's a time of you stepping into your own authenticity. The hyena energy, call it in. As we get to the end of February, you've got the Ace of Water, you've got the Sun, you've got the Ace of Fire. This is your joy, your passion, your energy, your purpose, what you want to do, igniting that fire in your belly. This is another big turning point. This is you standing in that energy that you have. A time of action, a time of making decisions, a time of setting up your reality. Not being caught up in other people's agendas, but rather flourishing in your own reality, your own ideas, your own thoughts. And I feel like others will accept that. They will come along with that. But are you strong enough to do that? Ritual, the bison energy, that strength energy. It's not, look, the bison's not too different from that Capricornian energy, is it? And so you've got 2 aces in the sun. By the end of February, you're going to be in a very different space. So make sure you are your authentic self, that the choices and decisions you're making are the ones that are right for you. It's also about giving voice to your thoughts, giving voice to what you're wanting. There's people that need to hear what you have to say. And the time is February to do that, to clarify that, to clear the air, if you like. Lift the fog is what they're showing me. You've also got the Page of Earth. So as you get to the end of February, the Page of Earth is about moving forward in a very practical way, moving forward in a very grounded way, setting goals and plans and taking action in a very practical way. setting up the practical side of life, what you're needing to exist, new thoughts, new plans, and moving forward very sure-footed. Now, this is your sign. This is your, the earth is Capricornian. And so it's about you moving forward sure-footed, laying down new plans, being practical and ready to move forward, ready to put those things in place. It's an exciting time for you, my lovely Capricorn. Don't shy away from your voice, from your truth, from your authenticity. That's what's being called on here. So I like that. I want to create, this is the Divine Abundance deck. And so let's see what that is. It's interesting. You got grief and the heart, which is, just so interesting. Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. That's what's happening here. There's the big thaw coming for you. There's the thaw. It's releasing that. That's the 9 of fire, releasing those things that are holding you back. Opening up your heart and heart chakra and get ready to move on, because there's tremendous abundance. I'm going to draw another card for you as well. Let's see what other mantra is there for you. So don't be afraid of your emotions. Let them feel them and let them go. You've also got true offering. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. So that's interesting. There's a time of cleansing here for you, my lovely Capricornians. A time of cleansing, releasing, letting go, which creates that transition, which creates that movement, which creates, the messenger of water and the ace of water, this new emotional way of being. I love that. It's an exciting month. It's an exciting month filled with potential. Have the courage to move forward. Have the courage to walk in your own shoes. I wish you love, light, and many blessings, my lovely Capricornians. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book that reading from there.